Good evening, viewers, and welcome to today's edition of the news. First, let's have a look at the headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi says India is now a country that leads and creates new global platforms. External Affairs Minister Dr. S. J. Shankar leads India delegation to 7th Nepal-India Joint Commission meeting. HNLC withdraws from tripartite peace talks with centre and the state government. MCCL ailment unfortunate, says Cabinet Minister Paul Lyngdoh. And Indian Railways to install around 20,000 GPS-based navigation fog pass devices. The news in detail. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has asserted that his government has taken every decision with the national interest in mind. He said, any tough decision does not seem difficult for him as he takes all steps through the prism of nation first. Modi stated this in an interview with the news magazine. The Prime Minister said, from a country that used to feel left behind, India is now leading from the front and has become a country that leads and creates new global platforms. He said today, the world consensus is clear that this is India's moment. The Prime Minister said that he believes in optimum utilization of resources and outcome-oriented monitoring and achieving national goals through Jan Andolan. India External Affairs Minister S. J. Shankar arrived in Kathmandu today leading an Indian delegation to the 7th meeting of the 7th Nepal-India Joint Commission. J. Shankar was received by his Nepal counterpart N.P. Soth upon his arrival at Tribhuvan International Airport, among other senior officials of the government as well as the Indian Embassy in Kathmandu. The minister arrived on a 2-day trip to Kathmandu, leading the Indian delegation to the highest level bilateral mechanism between Nepal and India, entrusted to review the entire status of bilateral ties. He will call on President Ramchandra Paudel and Prime Minister Pushpa Kamal Dahal and discuss issues of mutual interest. In the Joint Commission meeting, the two foreign ministers will jointly inaugurate 3 cross-border transmission lines spanning Nepal and India. The Hnyothrap National Liberation Council HNLC has withdrawn from tripartite peace talks with the centre and the state, alleging that governments have not addressed their core demands. The chairman cum Commander-in-Chief Bobby Marwin and General Secretary and Publicity Secretary Sankupar Nongtrao jointly wrote to the Union Ministry of Home Affairs announcing the decision. A letter addressed to the centre through A.K. Mishra, Advisor, Ministry of Home Affairs, Northeast, written on December 31st, was released to the media on Wednesday. The delay on the part of the government to address the general demands of the HNLC is cited as the reason. The HNLC feared if the general demands are not addressed, their political demands will also be dismissed. The HNLC in the past had asked for general amnesty and withdrawal of cases of the cadets, which the government is yet to agree. The MDA government spokesperson and Cabinet Minister Paul Lyngdoh said the proscribed Hnyothrap National Liberation Council HNLC should refrain from issuing threats as people of the state are intelligent enough to understand and ills that plague the Maumlo Chera Cement Limited MCCL. His statement came after the HNLC had issued a death threat to NPP MLA from Zora, Gavin Miguel Milame, over the government's move to shut down the loss-making MCCL. Speaking to media, Lyngdoh said that it is not a single individual. It is an entire set of events that the Zora NPP MLA has also clarified, which has led to this unfortunate situation of the MCCL.
Confident that whatever statement has come out should not in any way impede the course of the peace talks. And since the HNLC has not actually declared that it is putting a stop or closing its door to the peace talks, so those talks are still very much in the on the right course. People of the state are intelligent enough to understand what led to the various ills that plague the MCCL, and it's not a single individual. It's an entire set of events which Mr. Gavin has also clarified.
The Indian Railways have provisioned around 20,000 fog pass devices during the foggy weather to ensure smooth rail operations. The fog pass is a GPS-based navigation device that helps the loco pilot to navigate during dense fog conditions. The Railway Ministry said it provides onboard real-time information to loco pilots regarding location of fixed landmarks such as signals, level crossing gate and permanent speed restrictions. The ministry said during the foggy weather in the winter months, a large number of trains are affected, especially in the northern parts of the country. The BJP are concerned over the decision of the proscribed HNLC to withdraw from the ongoing tripartite peace talks with both the centre and state governments, stating that the demands for general amnesty to their cadres was not met. Talking to media yesterday, BJP leader in charge Meghalaya Chuba Aw appealed to the HNLC to come forward and join the mainstreams since the party would like peace to prevail in Meghalaya. Meanwhile, BJP State President Rickman G. Momin said that the party would like to appeal to the HNLC to come forward to have peace talks with the state government or with the centre directly.
As a whole, we need the peace, so we will request HNLC to come forward to have a peace talk with the state government, with the state government or central government directly. It's up to we as a human being and as a state, we need peace.
The BJP is targeting to win 400 seats in the upcoming Lok Sabha polls, even as the party is looking to do well in both Shillong and Tura parliamentary. Speaking to reporters, BJP leader in charge Meghalaya Chuba Aw said that the party is looking at the Shillong and Tura parliamentary seat as the strong seats. According to him, they are trying to strengthen the party base at the grassroots level, as this was lacking in the previous elections.
But this time we are going to do in such a way that people will understand that what is going on in national level, how they give us facility, all these things. So we will reach to the grassroots level this time.
The BJP MLA Meghalaya is concerned to find out many of the beneficiaries are not getting the benefits of various central schemes and programs in the past 9.5 years. BJP leader in charge Meghalaya Chuba Aw said that they have been interacting with the beneficiaries as part of the Viksit Bharat Sankalp Yatra mission. According to him, during the interaction with the people, they have found out that many did not get the benefits of the various schemes and programs. Aw said that they will need to find out the reasons why many of the beneficiaries are not getting the benefits.
So we have to interact with them, and some people didn't get, and why they didn't get, and we do not know, but we have to find out why he didn't get, whether he was not eligible or something wrong. So it is our duty to go to the beneficiary and interact with them, that what scheme you got it, what are the schemes you have applied, and how you enjoy this scheme, all this kind of things we have to investigate and we have to give a report.
The Nokma conference of Belbari Kashara Aking was held yesterday at Balbari UP School, Southwest Garo Hills District. Stevie M. Marak, MDC of Baldamgre, GHADC, EM, attended the event as a chief guest, and Sanjay Koch, GHADC, MDC of the Beta Singh, as the chief guest of honor in the presence of Nokma, Songat Nokma, Gaubara and the public. The conference marked a collaborative effort towards community development and progress. India won the second test by 7 wickets against South Africa in just 2 days at Newlands Stadium in Cape Town today. With this victory, India drew the 2-match series. India had lost the first test in Centurion Indian openers Yashavi Jaiswal and captain Rohit Sharma aggressively took on the hosts in the second innings to reach the winning target of 79 runs. Earlier, fast bowler Jasprit Bumrah finished with excellent figures of 6 by 61 as India bowled South Africa out for 176 to set themselves a target of 79 to win the second test in Cape Town. India beat South Africa by 7 wickets to level test series. And now the weather report. Maximum temperature 16.5 degrees Celsius, minimum temperature 6.2 degrees Celsius. Relative humidity in the morning was 76%, relative humidity in the evening was 62%. The forecast, dry weather most likely. Before we wind up, let's have a look at the headlines once again. Prime Minister Narendra Modi says India is now a country that leads and creates new global platforms. External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar leads India delegation of 7th Nepal-India Joint Commission meeting. HNLC withdraws from tripartite peace talks with centre and the state government. MCCL ailment unfortunate, says Cabinet Minister Paul Lyngdoh. And Indian Railways to install around 20,000 GPS-based navigation forecast devices. Well viewers, that's all we have in today's edition of the news. Do join us again tomorrow with more updates. Have yourself a good night.